Well, here's something to think about. Would you pay money to beat traffic? Some people are worried about choice lanes in Tennessee.
The lane's basically TDOT's response to what it thinks will help reduce the amount of traffic on our roads across the state, and that amount of traffic is just going to keep growing.
Our Will Puckett is taking a look at this report for us tonight. Well, this report is from the area near Nashville, and they actually were the first to get these lanes.
Yeah, Nashville to Murfreesboro, nearly 24-mile stretch, the first area to get the choice lanes in Tennessee. If you've ever traveled, say, in Virginia or just outside of Atlanta, the choice lanes are paid lanes that folks can use to bypass traffic along the interstate. TDOT, Tennessee Department of Transportation, plans to do these lanes in sections starting in Middle Tennessee first. But here in Knoxville, the stretch of interstate that would see the choice lane is from 40 downtown to the Knox-Loudoun County line. Those will be the lanes when they finally get to East Tennessee. We're talking maybe a decade until this happens. TDOT received 516 public comments since August on the Middle Tennessee plan. We're getting a look at some of people's biggest worries. Say, how the state and the contractor are going to find the land to build these lanes. What's that going to look like? Are people going to lose property? Also, using already existing public transit on these lanes. If, say, CAT wanted to use the choice lanes, would it cost them more money to do so? TDOT says no, it wouldn't. Funding of the lanes, making sure everyone can use them, of course, for the right price, but not pricing people out of this ability. Also, the impact of construction. Will doing this construction make even bigger headaches on the interstate? And also the design. What's it going to look like? And also, how will it account for any further growth? Also, how can emergency vehicles access the lane? Drivers, should they have to reroute? How can they get off? TDOT's Assistant Chief Engineer saying that feedback is critical.
The biggest takeaway for me from those was that a lot of folks came in with some preconceptions about what we were trying to accomplish, and they left with good information, and we were able to answer a lot of their concerns.
So TDOT says, adding they were able to answer a lot of questions people had about that program. 2026, the likely start date for choice lanes being built in Middle Tennessee. Again, no timetable on when we could see them here in East Tennessee.
Will TDOT doing the choice lanes while not taking on debt? That's the deal?
Yeah, correct. TDOT cannot take on debt to do any project across the state. So what they're doing is they're looking to a public-private partnership. And in that private partnership, they're saying whichever developer they get on board with, probably going to have to take on their own debt to make this project possible.
All right. Do appreciate it, Will. Thanks.